Well, Tuesday, everybody. I have just scored a job going to rescue a C509 Kenworth tri-drive that is it's got problems with the fuel side of it. Fuel's getting into the radiator, so it could be cracked head or something along those lines. So I've got thrown on my new alloy ramps to make loading a bit easier, an extra trailer tyre, because I'm going to Regis mine site out Garden Well, in the area I used to cart fuel. Once upon a time I drove quads out there delivering fuel. It's 1,000 kilometres from here, and I was all set to go first thing this morning, and I got an email to say, "We just sent you some forms to fill out before you go," and there was an online induction, which has just, it's taken the best part of 3 hours, and I've emailed everything through, and they said after doing the induction, I'm aware that I've got to wear my best safety boots, so I've got them on, and my long sleeves and my long pants, so we're pretty much right to go, I think. It's 1,000 k's, so I'll be there tomorrow because it's nearly lunchtime now. So the truck's nice and clean, trailer's not as clean. Regis, the road out there, Banja Road, if anybody knows it, out of Laverton, is pretty rough. So I might try and get out there in the cool of the night, which it will well and truly be dark before I get there, and just idle out there in the dark, nice and steady, and save any damage or things falling off. Okay, we'll keep you updated as we go. See you out there. Well, I thought I'd better come on and give you a bit of an update, otherwise there's just going to be no footage, but there's basically nothing to update. It's hot, air conditioning's struggling to keep up. I'm travelling empty, so I'm not stopping to cheap load. I've stopped a couple of times and kicked some tyres. Nothing's happening, but that's okay. I'm just listening to my storybook and making my way towards. We've still got 7.5 hours to get there, so if I was to do it all today, it'd be midnight according to the maps that I would get there, but that's a bit futile. I'll go for a bit tonight, but I won't bother going out on the dirt. I'll pull up before then and get some sleep. I'll stop in Coolgardie and make sure I've got enough drinks and things just before I get out of town. Kalgoorlie, there's not a lot in Kalgoorlie for truckies anymore. There's the BP, which I used to be there a couple of times a week. I carted a lot of cement up to Kalgoorlie. Again, I'll chuck a photo here of some of the cement tankers, so I'll add them on. Kalgoorlie was, there was a canal Nabel out the other side. That was basically, if you had nothing else to do, if everything was full, you'd get sent to Canal because they had massive storage facilities there. So, you'd quite often, at least once a week, you'd do a cow run. I worked for a couple of different people pulling cement tankers, a few different trucks. I had 904s and Volvos, a couple of Volvos, and a 108. I'll try and get them all in here somewhere. So the BP, you'd stop there for a shower and a feed, but I'll stop at Coolgardie. It's not a whole lot better, to be honest. It's a bit cleaner. I might even swing into the hookup. What's the time going to be by the time I get there? No, it'll be late enough, and have a shower and then do a bit more for the day. But anyway, we are out here. Been following a few other trucks for the majority of the journey, but that's all good. I'm sitting on 95, as I do, just to save a bit of fuel, and it's working out pretty good. Not too many hold-ups, or there's a bit of roadworks, but again, not much happening. Alright, keep on going. Well, still going out here. I don't know where the best angle is here before. So, 8:30 and we are still going. It is out on the heading towards Menzies from Kalgoorlie, and there's not a lot out here. I'm not going to do much in the way of filming because I sort of need to keep my eyes peeled out here, wildlife. But I used to cart fuel out here probably 6 years ago, I suppose. I used to run quads out here with fuel out to the mine sites where I'm going now, but I've done a bit since then, and I can't remember where I'm going, so I'll do another couple of hours tonight in the dark, and then I'll save it for the daylight tomorrow. There's no phone range out here, and it's a pretty isolated place, but I'm going out Banja Road. It's pretty, there's a few vehicles on it. We used to go there with the quads, and it was slow going, very slow going. We used to do sort of 30, 40 k's an hour, big floodways and jump ups and that, and so I'll try and do a bit out there tomorrow in the daylight. I won't hit it in the dark. I've done it before in the dark. It's no fun. And that'll be the end of the nice clean truck. It'll be into the dirt. So that's how we make money. So anyway, drive shafts are all good, universals, everything's behaving itself. I got under there with the old bar and cranked on in a little bit. Everything's travelling pretty good, and I got no load to check, so nothing's moved. Anyway, we'll go back to steering at the white lines and keeping our eyes peeled for wildlife, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Well, morning. Things aren't quite going to plan. I put in a big night, big day yesterday by the time I got cracking, and I'm just out at Laverton. I'm heading for Banja Road, which is behind me, and I was going to push on last night and get here. I managed to keep the truck clean. There's a few floodways running, and I sort of thought after the first few floodways, I thought, it might not be ideal for where I'm heading. And I've just got to Banja Road. I'm basically 80 odd k's from where I'm picking up, and no phone range. I might have to backtrack and head into Laverton itself to get phone range. But I just went to turn up Banja Road, and we've got a sign that says road closed to all traffic. Yes. Yeah, it's that's a bit of a kicker actually, because I've driven basically 10 hours to get here, and obviously I only get paid for the load I'm doing. I took a bit of a chance in pricing the job as it was. It's a long way to come, and I think I'd done my maths right, and it should be okay, but not if I've got to sit here for a couple of days or 3 days. It's like I say, it's a bit of a kicker. I have to try and get some phone range, or head into town and see if I can't make a call, and last video I was saying, if anybody's got any work, I'm desperate for work, and I get a job and it ends up like this. I'm not sure what the next step is. To turn around and go home is just throwing money away, absolutely. But sitting here, well, that's not ideal either. So, all right, I'll have a think about things and make some calls and see what I can come up with. Wow, what a day. It is 3:30 in the afternoon, and I'm still sitting. I've turned around, but I'm still sitting at the road closed. It's just over there, and it has just come up on the Shire website to say the road's open, so I'm going to head in there tonight. Hopefully I don't get rained in there, because that would be a bit average. But I'm going to head in there, and pretty sure they can get me a room for the night, so that's good. So it's turning out to be a bit of a long mission. a whole day sitting here. So far, 9.5 hours sitting here, and it's just too hot to get out. I hope it doesn't rain tonight. I'll be a bit stuffed if we get rained in there. Oh well, let's have a go. Well, we're on our way. There's lots of little washouts, irrigations. Yeah, it's over 100 k's. 100 k's in here, and it's slow going. I'm hoping I can get in here before dark. So I've got about 3 hours before dark. So hopefully I can get in. It just makes it easier. Like I had been in here, but I just can't remember. It was a good 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Yeah, so I'll try and get a bit more as we get in there, and I'm sure that once we get to the floodways, it will be a bit slower going. This is rough enough at the moment. I might just leave the film there for tonight. I think I need to keep busy and just make a mile, otherwise I'm going to be down here in the dark. So we'll have a bit more time tomorrow. We're going to load hopefully at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. suits me fine. And I've got a room at the camp. Can't remember if I mentioned or not. I've taken my seatbelt off because it was killing my shoulder for these bumps, so I've taken it off for safety. Yeah, so room at the camp, so that's good. I'll be able to grab some tea there tonight, some dinner, pack a lunch for tomorrow, and yeah, get loaded at 5 in the morning. Should be on my way out, hopefully 6, 7, something like that, and I'll have a bit more time to do some filming tomorrow. But we're maybe big day tomorrow. I might be looking at around 1,000 k's for tomorrow. If I can, depending on the loading, it should be pretty straightforward. It should be need to just drive it on, chain it down, and yeah. Anyway, that'll do it for tonight. I will see you in the morning, unless something happens down here and I think you need to see it. Okay, take care. made it into camp. I've just parked up wherever I felt like. I've arrived. I was worried that I was going to take a wrong turn and I'm not wearing my gear. I thought that'll be a bit of a grin. But anyway, I'll go and wander through the camp and see if I can't find a room for the night. It didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought, and yeah, we're here in the daylight. Nice. So, we're moving up in the world. Made it to camp tonight, so anyone who hasn't been on a camp, this is what you get in your room. Fridge, a bed, TV, towels, and shower, and a shitter, yeah. Now, because I'm only a blow-in, I'm row N, which is the last, as far away as you can get, and I'm the fourth unit from the very end, so they really couldn't get me further away from the mess, the wet mess and that, but that's okay. So yes, good. It's a bit better than the truck for tonight, so I'm going to wander up. I'll have a shower and wander up and yeah, get some food, and I'll pack some enough for tomorrow and the next day, and yeah, be good. Ripper. Well, it is morning. So I come in last night. It didn't take as long as I thought. I was pushing a bit quicker than what I should have, just to get in here before dark, because it's been a long time. And I did, pulled in the two signs. One said, all vehicles this way, and the other one said road trains and light trucks. And I thought, well, I'm not a road train and I'm not a light truck, so I went with the all vehicles and ended up in the car park. But I got out of there and went to the road train parking and parked there and walked down. But yeah, it has changed since I was last here, so if I was in the dark, it would have been worse. But anyway, so I got a room and I got a feed, and I didn't bother going to the mess for breakfast this morning. I just came out to the truck and made a coffee. It was surprising. I've stayed at a lot of camps over the years. I was FIFO for a few years with no fixed base. I was all over the northwest, and the mess was really small here. Like you had to queue to get food, and I was in there for 45 minutes, whatever, and the queue just didn't get any smaller. It was just, man, I thought I'm not going to queue for breakfast, because I've got cereal and I've got yogurt and I've got coffee here. So I'll come out here and get the truck fired up, and I'm just going to make my way down the road and try and find the truck workshop. I'm pretty sure I know where it is, so it's just about light. By the time I get going, it'll be light, and yeah. So that's the story. We stayed at the camp at Garden Well. I tried to do a bit of a walk through there, but they're really big on no cameras here, even though they've got cameras everywhere. I had to do a full induction to get in here yesterday, and yeah, no cameras, so I'll see how I go loading. I don't think I'll be able to film anything, and that's is what it is, as they say. Okay, well, I'll go and kick some tyres, and yeah, we'll go for a bit of a drive through the site and see if we can't find our way. Alright. So I'm belting along here in the dark. Well, the sun's just about up. just got the feeling I've missed my turn. It's a lot brighter on the camera than it is in real life. But I remember coming in last night and seeing the turn I had to take and thinking, oh yeah, I'll find that. But maybe it's not signposted from this way. Maybe I should have waited till the sun came up. I might be on the right track, it's just a bit hard to tell. Just got to take a gamble here and pick which side of the road you think is going to be smoothest. Out to basically the Shire Road to get to where I'm going. I'm sure there's a short way if you go through sight, but yeah, I haven't been that way, so I think I'd be asking for trouble. I think this is us here. Throw some beacons on. Yeah, so this is Shire Road. I'm on here. Open. Channel 6. Is that UHF channel or channel 6? UHF, let's see. I have a pretty good idea of feeling the way around these places. I haven't been terribly lost in the past. I've missed the odd turn, but I've always managed to find a way. People give me instructions on the phone and you don't want to seem too slow on the uptake, so you just go, yep, no problem, yep, righto, yep, cool. And then you get off the phone and think, oh, what did he say? But I could see these dome shelters down here in the dark last night, and I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going. A lot of trucks, side tippers. So what I'm doing is I'm coming to rescue a truck that's got some engine problems, take it to the nearest the dealer, which is a good 1,000 kilometres away. So that's, I won't even get there tonight by the time we load up here. Doing things on the mine side, as I'm sure a lot of you know, isn't just, you don't just hook in and get it done. You do a take 5 and a JSA, job safety analysis, and yes, it's just very, very highly supervised, and the safety is the key word here, and it doesn't matter how long it takes, you just take your time and get it done without any problems. So, and all we do, you just got to have patience. I know I've got some guys coming here and into sites and they get frustrated, they just want to get on and get it done, and you've just got to step back and this is the process here on site, just go with it. Right, I think this is me in here, so I'm just going to turn this off so I can see better. Does that make sense? Righto. Just trying to pick a bit of a path through the worst of it here. Still going here, still fighting bloody mud holes, and where it's not muddy it's dried into ruts. Bloody, yeah, it's a bit slow going. I'm gonna, I'll keep going, holding my way out of another 40 or 50 k's of this, and once I get out I'll stop, and I'll stop and just check chains and that. I've got 6 half-inch chains holding that truck on, so it's not going anywhere, but I can see my ramps work their way loose, and I'll get out of this uniform because I'm all in high-vis longs and longs, and yeah, the old aircon's not quite keeping up. It's pretty warm out there, even though it's only 7 o'clock in the morning. It's supposed to be 39, I think, today here, and they're talking rain. They're talking rain this afternoon, so I'll be pretty happy to get off this road well before the rain comes. Bit of an audience here. Got out of the mud now, but we're into the corrugations. And the dust. Nearly at the end. Another 15 kilometres. It's just no smooth path, you know. Sometimes you can drive on the wrong side of the road or whatever to try and find a bit smoother, but here there is nothing. Well, we made it off the dirt. Get some tyres and try and get some dust on the rims. When we go around, not all the rims with a steel hammer, but these are my rims, they're alloys. So I'm just hoping hitting the outside of the tyre with the bar will be enough to dislodge a bit of dust, because it all detains in there, and when we go to drive off that'll fall out. Now, so we've got that tied in there. My ramps I didn't end up using, they're sitting in there nicely. Oh, good, see we've got plenty of spare truck tyres if we need them. Just, yeah, 22.5s. They're wide ones, 315s. So. Yeah, and when we drive off, now I've got to come back and adjust these ramps because they're a bit loose. I've tightened them up. I washed all my flags and everything before we left, but that was a waste of time. Yeah, tighten them chains up. No flatties so far. Good, good. Won't be as much dust on this side because the wind was blowing the other way. I'm not going to hit my rims with the steel bar. Yeah, it'll bruise them. And I'm going to get out of this uniform, out of these boots, and be a bit more comfortable for the next 1,000 kilometres. So I'm just here eating my cereal, changed out of uniform, and here's coming past me what I used to do. But I was with Toll. So yeah, I run quads. We end up putting our A sections at the back, AB at the back, just because the A sections were splitting on that road. They were pulling apart. You know, you had 100. We're 171 tonne gross loaded coming out of Kalgoorlie out here. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I did with 509 Kenworth. Yeah, used to be a day and a half to go from Kalgoorlie out to the mine and unload and back. Alright, I'll keep eating. Alright, I'm fed. Ready to go, and I just realised before that maybe I didn't have the microphone plugged in, so yeah. Anyway, I just want to see if I can capture the dust that comes off the wheels. I don't know if I knocked them hard enough because I was only hitting the rubber. I'm not about to hit the
come around, yeah, fuel tanker. Yeah.
So that little bit of dust there is what's fallen out of the rims. So we'll give them a smack when we pull up before you go into civilization. Like I'm going to go into Leonora and get some fuel. So before I get there, I'll stop again and run around and just give them another tap and try and shake a bit of dust out. Otherwise, you take all the dust into town, you end up. You know, a lot of people. Once upon a time, it was just the done thing. You just always did it, but it seems to be a bit less and less nowadays. People do not seem to care. But if you're living in the town and someone road train comes in with all that dust on and drops it all in the town, it just takes a bit to move it on from there. So it's just a courtesy thing, you know. But anyway, right, so 120 k's to Leonora. I'll stop and put a splash of fuel in, and then another. I'm just trying to think. I feel like it's about 600 k's to Mount Magnet from here. So yeah, that's the rest of the day spoken for. Mount Magnet, stop at the Swagman, have a shower, and carry on towards Geraldton. And we'll unload in the morning. I think Friday morning in Geraldton. And see what happens from there. Anyway, I'll keep you updated as we go along. Alright, just pulled into Sandstone, having a bit of a check over here. I was just going through some of the footage that I've filmed already. Got oil leaking out of this thing. Look at that fragment. You can see that. Just had a bit of a hit there. And yeah, I've had lots of microphone failures, which seems to be becoming more and more common. I need to find a better microphone system. So yeah, some of the stuff I'll probably put up ahead of this. The sound quality's either non-existent or it sounds like I've got my head in a 44-gallon drum. So yeah, I might put some music to it. So if that's what happens, that's what happens. But anyway, it's all happening pretty good, but I think the piece that was missing, the audio, was I pointed out the name of the company there and said there's a pretty famous YouTuber drives for them, one of their other trucks. So, yeah. Now, why I've got it facing that way, I used to tow a few of these, and picking them up with a tow truck, they were as heavy at the back as they were at the front. So this is even heavier rated than some of the ones I've towed. The big diffs, big axles, big turntable, it should be heavier there. So for weight distribution, for photography wise, I would have loved to have it around the other way. I think it would look better facing forward, but weight distribution, life on the tyres, and especially in this heat, I think that's the better way to have it. Yeah, tyres aren't really hurting too much. Yeah, but we're just ticking along at the usual 95, and we'll get it done. So, alright, we're going to carry on. Mount Magnet. So we really want to go left is the direction we need to head. But the roadhouse is to the right, so we'll just go up there a kilometre and chuck some fuel in. Oh, water across the road in Mount Magnet. Not what I need on hot bearings, that's for sure. BP's gone. There used to be a BP here on the left, because I was thinking I could probably squeeze in there with a single trailer and get a splash of fuel, but I won't, because it's completely gone. The building's gone and everything. I don't know when the last time I was here. I used to come up here a lot, but thankfully now I don't. I don't think I'd want to live in Mount Magnet. Don't think I want to live anywhere up here actually. Magnet, Meekatharra, Kew. I think none of them are for me. Right, what's the price of fuel going to be? I didn't mention I'd filled up, just put a few hundred litres in it, Leonora, and it was $2.19 per litre, which is a bit pricey for my liking. I think that says $1.92. Alright, let's go and have a look, shall we? Power outage Thursday the 12th between 10 PM and 11:30 PM. $1.92. Yikes. Alright. Put a splash in. Alright, now the camera just will not sit straight, so you have to look out the side window. Man, it's hot out there. Just load the old weather app and see what it says. 39.1 degrees out there. Too hot for me. Righto, let's just keep on going down. Oh, across. Across, we're running west to Geraldton. Let's go. Wow, what a change in the weather. Just drove into this like a wall. One minute the sun was shining, next minute we've got the wipers going absolutely flat out. Oh well, let's get all the bugs off the windscreen anyway. And cool things down. Diffs were running up around 70 degrees. Water temperatures up around 90. This will cool even off a bit. Close, 90 odd kilometres away. It's been a long day, a very long day, and the old air conditioning's just not keeping up. I've definitely got problems with it there, so it's going to be a bit of a major when the budget allows. In the meantime, I'll just have to sweat. Well, here we go. You missed all of that, but it's now Friday morning, and I have just delivered Fergus the 509. It is here in Geraldton awaiting repair, so it's in for a new engine, and yeah, that is that. And I'm using my phone because I completely forgot to film anything when I was unloading, the usual standard, but there we go. All right, all the trucks have got names of that company, and this is Fergus. Fergus has been on a trip with us for 1,000 kilometres, and now he's here for a new engine. Good luck, Fergus. So Fergus is all tucked away. I actually come in here last night just on dark, and there's a bit of a pulling over there in front of the crane mob, so I just used their area and unloaded, and I went up to the 440 Roadhouse, slept and showered, and here coming this morning, and yeah, delivered the truck off the roadside into the yard. Right, I've got my camera back. Another job done. I'm going to go and park around the corner somewhere and just have a look and see if I can't find some sort of backload. I've got 400 k's back to Perth, so it'd be nice if I can even get a load part way, make it a bit more worthwhile. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.